Not yet. Where did all that go then?
Slide over. Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, Big Memo Laser, TNT Measurements Incorporated, The Food Barn, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Sund Manufacturing, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome into Game Day Media for today's cross-region matchup between the visiting Region 4, District 8, 0-3 Center-Stanton Wildcats as they took the 3-hour bus ride north to Tioga to take on the Region 3, District 4, 2-3 Tioga Pirates live from the ship right here in Tioga, North Dakota. Welcome into our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. Located right off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota, your local Case IH dealer. Visit plains.com for inventory and explore job opportunities. My name is David Peterson. On the call for you tonight, alongside my executive producer, Randy Peterson, and James Myers running the camera for us. Going to do a little bit of change of scenery for Randy, get him some board coverage, and get myself some experience calling some games. It's something I look forward to do, so it's good for us. But let's take a look at this matchup here. The Center-Stanton Wildcats driving in about 3 hours north, sitting at 0-3 record, played two teams. With those three losses, they've played the Strasburg-Zeeland Clippers, last playing on December 27th, losing 54-40 in the Capital City Classic down in Bismarck. That's one of their only, the three games they've played. They've played two of them against Strasburg-Zeeland Clippers. On the flip side of it, it's just quick turnaround for the Tioga Pirates as they were over in Glenburn last night, getting kind of an upset, losing to the Glenburn Panthers, coming down 84-73. Today, some stats for them. The Center-Stanton Wildcats scoring about 28 points per game and allowing 56 points per game under first-year head coach Phil Gogler. You look at the Pirates side, led by probably an all-region candidate, first-team all-region candidate, Brennan Johnson, the 6'8", do-everything for the Pirates. coming in with 28 points per game, 16 rebounds per game, and 5 assists each campaign. So having a tremendous start to his senior season. As the Pirates scoring about 63 points per game in their last 5 games, allowing 61 points per game. And in the last 3 games, they found something on the offensive side that have got some success, putting 75 points together in their last 3 games. And as I bring in my color commentator this afternoon, Randy Peterson, the producer, a different look for you tonight.
Yeah, succession planning it's called. About 16 and a half minutes away from our opening tip-off here of this featured event on a matinee afternoon here in Tioga. And David, as we look at the Tioga Pirates, Brennan Johnson pulled down 34 points last night against Glenburn in a losing effort to the Panthers. Previous to that, he set a school record with 41 points, eclipsing a record that had been held for over 20 years by Josh Winger.
Yeah,
with 41 points in against Belfield here before the holiday season.
Against Berthold.
Against Berthold,
Berthold extravaganza, 27 points at halftime. And I think Coach Alberts knew that the record was in store, and they just kept feeding him the ball, and sometimes it's like shooting a ping pong ball in a garbage can.
Yeah, he was on fire. I think he had 7 3-pointers and just led the team to a pretty convincing win to even the record at 2-2, and then last night come up on the short end, 11 points down to the Panthers. Had a 34-point performance. I think he's averaging just under 30 points a game, David.
Yeah, 28 points per game, brought his average up. The other one that I'm looking forward to see, this is probably second game action we've seen for the Tioga Pirates, is the 8th grader Cooper Hayes coming in with 15 points per game. Kind of has the keys to the Cadillac, per se, for Coach Alberts and the Tioga Pirates, is kind of their point guard, their floor general for the Pirates. Get the ball to Johnson. Another one that looks pretty good early in the season is Weston Lawland, playing a lot of younger classmen for the Tioga Pirates. But on the other side, again, the Center-Stanton Wildcats coming in, making the 3-hour drive into Tioga.
I know they're hungry for a win. They're seeking their first win, and coming off of a 10-degree below zero bus drive for 3 hours, and then they got here a little bit earlier. So I know a lot of them were out here before the junior varsity game started, trying to get them warmed up here in Tioga.
That was a pretty good game. The junior varsity game just got over. It was a come-from-behind victory for the Center-Stanton Wildcats, 33-31. Buzzer beater, not a buzzer beater, but made one with about 30 seconds to go. An intentional foul on Tioga's side. Probably just a young, inexperienced play at that point. But we're going to take a break as we go to our St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. When we come back, we're going to catch up with first-year head coach Phil Gogler of the Center-Stanton Wildcats right here from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. We'll be back.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Sund Manufacturing is hiring exceptional welders, carpenters, assembly technicians, and coating technicians. If you're right for Sund, Sund is right for you. Since 1939, we've been making quality equipment and parts for the oil field and beyond. We're world-class, family-owned, and all-American. And as our business grows, we need to grow our team in Newburgh, North Dakota. Sund Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise a family. Apply today.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, along courtside with the first-year Center-Stanton head coach, Phil Gogler. Hey, Phil, welcome to Tioga. 3-hour bus ride. Your guys are sitting on the bench, kind of laying low for the first hour, 2 hours that you've been here. What's the mentality to come into Tioga after this long bus ride and try to get a W and get out of here?
I hope we come with a little bit more energy than we did. Probably started in the JV game. But I understand, too, playing on a Saturday, no school, long bus drive. I've coached long enough to realize that sometimes, maybe you need some individuals on the team that are going to get kids started, or maybe you got to get lucky and score a couple baskets right away to kind of get you going. I felt like, again, like in the JV game, when we start to make some baskets and the energy starts to pick up a little bit. So, maybe that's part of it. We just got, like I said, depend on a couple individuals, or maybe we got to make a couple baskets to get started.
Coming in about 56 points per game, according to the ND, giving up about 56 points per game. I think I have you as scoring about 28 points per game. Who are going to be some of the key players that we'll probably be mentioning today?
Ken, probably. This is Ken's first game back. He missed the first 3 games with an injury, and I know he's excited to get back. We're a break there, get in the gym and just get some running in. Ken, probably, and then after that, we're pretty balanced, I'd say. Kellen Hintz had a good game the last game against Strasburg. After that, we haven't scored a lot of points, like you said. We played Strasburg 2 times, and I think we scored 40 points the last time, and that's the most we've scored all year. So, offensively, defensively, we have some kids that can do some nice things here and there. We just got to be more consistent and make sure we box out, because as you'll see, we're not real big.
Yeah, they have a big presence in the lane. 6'8" senior Brennan Johnson. Defensively, that's going to be a tall task for the Wildcats. What is your strategy today to kind of limit him his shots and kind of keep him out of the lane and keep him under control?
Hope that he just wants to shoot a lot of 3-pointers. I know he shoots some, but we'll be okay. I'd rather have him now out there than underneath the hoop, I guess. But being who we are, there's not a real good strategy for him. But if we can keep him, to one shot, that's a big thing. It's hard enough. Sometimes you miss that first offensive rebound. Sometimes you have no shot to box out, and so hopefully get that first defensive rebound and try to limit his touches inside. But he's obviously not just tall, but a very good player, very skilled player, soft shot. He's gonna score some points. Hopefully we can just limit it as much as he can.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, Coach Gogler. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back on the flip side of this commercial with head coach Pat Alberts of the Tioga Pirates. Thanks, Coach.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Here we are. Welcome back into Game Day Media. I've jumped in with the head coach, Pat Alberts, trying to change positions for myself.
Yeah.
Stephen Carter-Valier doing a fantastic job. Tough loss for the Pirates on the JV side.
Yeah, tough loss indeed. That's a game that they probably should have won. Shot selection was suspect, to say the best. Unfortunately, I think we got a lot of kids. It stretches up to the varsity as well. I think there's some pretty good shot makers, and none of them shoot enough shots in the summer to be pulling up some of those shots that they're taking. So we got to fix that.
Sure. First question. First time in 8 games that you've been back to Tioga. How does it feel to play back in your home gym? You're not a road warrior anymore. You are in front of your home crowd on your home floor.
It feels pretty dang good waking up and knowing I just have to come up here instead of getting on a bus ride somewhere. We had a couple long minor trips, obviously in Glenburn last night, home late. So yeah, it feels very good to be in here. Kids shoot a lot better in this gym, so happy to be back.
What do you know about the Center-Stanton Wildcats?
You know, they lost quite a bit from last year. We had a tough battle with them in center last year. I think they're kind of having a little bit of a down year, but it's nothing that we can't, look past. These guys are going to bring it. They got a new coach who looks like he's bringing a lot of energy to the team. If we look past them, I think we're going to have trouble. So we've got to play our game, come ready to go.
You're putting up about 75 points per game in your last 3 games. A big part of it is the senior Brennan Johnson having a fantastic start to his senior campaign. What's going to be the key to put the Wildcats away today?
I think it's going to be offensive patience. So Brennan, of course, having a great year. But as we've kind of progressed, teams are really starting to pay more attention to him. We got to try to get him some touches, but at the same time, Brennan's got to be a little more patient, maybe a couple kickouts, and then a repost, reposition. Then those shots will become even easier. But Brennan's having a great start. He's our catalyst. How he goes, we go. So I'm hoping we can get him going early.
Absolutely. You heard it here first. Pat Alberts, head coach of the Tioga Pirates. Good luck to you, Coach. Get down to the locker room. We'll send it back to you, Randy.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Pat Alberts. Thank you, Coach Gogler of the Center-Stanton Wildcats. We'll send it back to our studios. Come back with more from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk after this word from our great sponsors.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Othion Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Hey, and as we come back here, we're coming back here with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show as we continue on from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. David, last night there was a lot of games being played. One that was up at Turtle Mountain Community. Mr. Walker Broughton had quite a game.
Unbelievable. The kid had 60 points in 3 quarters. I don't care what level of basketball you're playing, whether it be first and second grade or college or professional basketball. Scoring 60 points in 3 quarters is an incredible feat, and honestly, it doesn't surprise me. I've got to know Walker over the past couple of seasons, covering him in football, seen him in basketball a couple different times. Great kid, one of the best all-around kids that there is. If he's in your area, pay the admission, go watch him play. Turtle Mountain had a show last night. Front row to Walker Broughton. His stat line, I think it was like 16 points in the first quarter, but another 23 in the second quarter. Third quarter was about the same amount, then shut it down in the fourth quarter. So as the West Hope Newburgh Sioux are got a target on their back crossing into that Division A, playing the Turtle Mountain. I'm sure what they're...
Yeah, I'm not sure what their mascot is.
Yeah, Turtle Mountain. Anyway, Braves. Back into our Border Plains Equipment pregame show here high atop the ship is what I've been told this place is called.
You think about Walker Broughton's performance last night. One of the questions that came up in kind of a family thread a little bit is maybe the Bison, he's committed to play football at the NSU Bison next year. And, maybe the coaches down at NDSU for the basketball program taking a little notice there.
I think Dave Richmond probably has already tried and begged and pleaded for Walker Broughton to try to commit dual sport athlete at the Division I level. Probably unlikely, but if there's somebody that could do it, it'd probably be Walker Broughton. But
for sure,
another kid, Brennan Johnson, that we're going to be focusing here today, is having a fantastic season. He set the school record, as we talked about earlier, with 41 points, previously held by Josh Winger back in 2000, I want to say, on a hot night against the Trinity Christian Crusaders in late 2000. And another kid that's on the radar was from last night. I hate saying this again to Pat, but Aiden Durr had 44 points last night in the probably an upset victory for the Glenburn Panthers. Happy for Larry and his team. Putting 44 points together. He was hot. I was talking to Pat earlier, and he said if he would have shot it backwards behind his head, it probably would have went in. And, you know, Brandon Johnson had another game last night to where he had another 34 points. So kids know how to score the ball these days. Offenses are focused around primetime players, and I think we're going to see that tonight. I'm going to give the keys to Brendan and say, here, man, let's see what you got tonight. But as we take a look around here at the Tioga Public School, we talked about it the other night. There's a lot of construction going on here at the high school, a second phase of an athletic complex with a new gym just going up on the other side of this wall. I guess there'll be another big seating, probably close to 1,500 seats, housing another gym for the much-needed Tioga Pirates. Going to resurface the football field. Going to resurface the football field and look at resurfacing the track. So it's going to be a lot of fun here in Tioga, and we're happy to be a part of it here on Game Day Media. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share. Our job as media, a part of the North Dakota Associated Press of sportscasters and sports writers, is to promote these kids. Our job is to promote all of these kids, and you see what that little bell and button does right down there, and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, you get a little alert every time we go live. Follow your favorite team. We got a busy schedule coming up next week. I think we got 7 games on the schedule. Not sure if you're ready for that or not, but we are ready to go, covering majority of the boys. There's going to be a couple girls games mixed in there here as we close in on 30 seconds and counting before we turn the microphone over to public address announcer, athletic director Ryan Albrecht here in Tioga.
Well, thank you. That's been our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And as we pause to honor the United States of America, we'll turn it over to our PA announcer, Ryan Albrecht.
If everyone would please rise, remove all headgear, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Before we get to the starting lineups, I'd like to wish congratulations to Brendan Johnson from this past Monday. Against Berthold, Brendan broke the school record of 40 points, pouring in 41 points in a victory over the Berthold Bombers. Congratulations, Brendan. And time now for your starting lineups for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Starting off, a senior, number 2, Cole Albers. Senior, number 3, Seth Hall. A junior, number 10, Kellen Hintz. senior number 12, Kennedy Albers, and a junior number 32, Trayden Hinkey. The Center-Stanton Wildcats are coached by Phil Gugler. And time now for your Tioga Pirates. Starting off, a junior number 2, Rylan Hollingshed. A junior number 3, Gunnar Moberg. Freshman number 5, Jaron Ron. An 8th grader, number 23, Cooper Hayes. And a senior, number 30, Brennan Johnson. The Pirates are coached by Pat Alberts, assisted by Carter Valier.
As you see right there on the screen, the starting lineups presented by the Country Store right here on Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If the Country Store doesn't have it, you probably don't need it. You can visit them on www.countrystore.com, doitbest.com. Starting for the Pirates, number 11, 5'11", Rylan Hollingshed, Gunnar Moberg, Jaron Ron, Cooper Hayes, Brennan Johnson, as the tip is controlled by the Tioga Pirates. This ball's kicked over to Cooper Hayes, back to Jaron Ron, over, swing the corner, trying to get something into Brennan Johnson as the Center-Stanton Wildcats early in the 2-3 zone as Johnson takes a drive up the middle for the first 2 points of the ballgame. Got a stoppage in play here. The shot clock is malfunctioning. Got all the hiccups lined up here. First game home for the Tioga Pirates, trying to get something figured out. They never used the shot clock in the JV game, so there's probably no test run for any of this stuff. But early on, Randy, what do you see out of the Tioga Pirates facing that 2-3 zone?
Well, I think the key for the Pirates will be to get it into Johnson, as well as being able to have some help on the outside. But Johnson's a big presence, 6'8". You know, it's going to be a tough task for the smaller Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely outsized here as the Center-Stanton Wildcats are going to go this way. Number 2, Cole Albers, the 6'1" senior. Number 3, Seth Hall, the 6'2" senior. Number 10, Kellen Hintz, the 6'2" junior guard. Number 12, Kennedy Albers, goes by Ken, 5'6", senior guard. And to round it out, number 32, 5'9" center. Number 32, junior Trayden Hinkey for first-year head coach to Center-Stanton, Phil Gugler, as the Tioga Pirates look to go into a man-to-man, still trying to figure out the shot clock. Looks like they got it all squared away as Wildcats dump it in. Possession taken by number 3, Seth Hall.
Still not working.
Still not working. Our officiating crew for this afternoon's ball game is Sean Agee. The one coming right in before you here is Drew Flogan and drawing a blank. One of the best ones in the area.
Sean Agee.
Troy Walters. There
Troy
we go.
Walter, yeah.
Giving us a lot of airtime. Let's take one of those mentions here. We'd like to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club coming on board, being a proud Game Day Media supporter. We asked the Booster Club if they'd be interested in supporting their mission of promoting and supporting the Tioga Pirates athletics. They sure do. They said yes, they come on board. The other one that we'd like to take notice is the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. The Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club proudly supporting the RPL Outlaws, the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, and the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, as I believe Powers Lake Burke Central is in business. As we got let's see if that shot clock works now. Big steal here by Brennan Johnson. Dumps it over. Ill-advised pass deflected by number 32, Trayden Hinkey, out of bounds. If I'm Brennan Johnson, I'm going to the rim with that one.
Yeah, I got to be a little bit selfish on that one.
Out of bounds, big high screen. The nice-looking 8th grader for the Tioga Pirates kicks over to the corner. Gunnar Moberg. Moberg over to Ryland Hollingshead. Got to get some ball movement here, get that big man utilized in this 2-3 zone. Johnson up, gets his own rebound, up and in for 2 more.
So we look at that in RTC Network's instant replay. Johnson missed the first one, was able to capture it again and put up an easy one from the left side.
Ball pressure put on heavily by Gunnar Moberg, 35 feet from the basket. As the shot clock violation alarm just alarmed, but it definitely was not 35 seconds as we got another turnover here for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Nice dish from Johnson to Jaron Ron for 2. Pirates out 6-0 on the NCC scoreboard.
Should be 6-4, 6-0.
I got 6-0, so that's what we're going to go with.
There you go.
Center-Stanton, the Wildcats, number 32, Traden Henke drives in. On the shot, Sean Agee says you can't do that. Fouls on number 3, Gunnar Moberg. His first personal foul, first team foul, sends Henke to the line. The bank is open this morning here on Saturday. Banking hours probably closed down by now, but Traden called the bank on the free throw. Good. Puts it in, goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Cooper Hayes going to work that corner over to Brendan Johnson. Cooper Hayes stuck behind the defense. Beautiful pass from Brendan Johnson down to Cooper Hayes for 2.
Not only knows where the basket is, he dishes the ball pretty good too.
I believe when I was talking to Pat earlier this afternoon, he said, I'm going to kind of challenge Brendan. Let's see if we can't get 5 assists before we get 5 points. And he's well on his way already with 4 points and probably 2 or 3 assists for the Tioga Pirates as we see some front court pressure from the Wildcats. Easily broken from the Tioga Pirates as another pass to Jaron Ron over to Cooper Hayes. Kicks to the corner for Gunnar for 3. It's up and good for Gunnar Moberg, shooting the ball real nice for Coach Alberts and the Tioga Pirates as the Tioga Pirates move on to 11-2 on the NCC scoreboard. Just under 5.5 to play here from the ship in Tioga.
Moberg's Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer gives them a 9-point lead, 11-2.
Seth Hall over to Traden Henke. Henke drives in, kicks back to Seth Hall. No good. Long rebound. Kicks out to Seth Hall again. Over to Henke. Short on the 3. Pirates look to run. Transition. Moberg up. Good for 2 more. Early timeout with 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Your NCC scoreboard shows Tioga Pirates 13, the Center-Stanton Wildcats 2. We'll be back.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson alongside my partner for this afternoon. Saturday matinees, Randy Peterson, James Myers on the camera as we sit high atop the ship as the Wildcats bring the ball up floor, looking at the flex offense as Henke goes left, up and in.
There you go.
For 2 over top of Brendan Johnson.
Nice play there by Henke, putting it in along the baseline.
Cooper Hayes driving in, kicks it over to Ryland Hollingshead, short off the iron, rebounded by number 2, Cole Albers. This team is loaded with Albers. There's 4 of them. Talking to Dad earlier of Ken Albers. They're 2 brothers about 3 months apart. 2 sets of brothers about 3 months apart between all of them. Kind of an interesting story between that family. I'm sure there was no fist thrown, is my guess, growing up. Big rebound from Gunnar Moberg on the ill-advised shot from the Wildcats as Brennan Johnson transition, dumps over to Ryland Hollingshead. Another pass deflected in the lane. Not a whole lot of ball movement here from the Tioga Pirates as they want to break this zone, get the ball movement. Gunnar Moberg throws it into the hands of number 10, Kellen Hintz. Hintz up and in off the backboard, gathered by Brennan Johnson over to Cooper Hayes, I think I've been calling him Cooper Mesker. Definitely not Cooper Mesker. Cooper Hayes, the 8th grader for the Tioga Pirates, as looking to get ball into the corner, work the big man down low. Hollingshead drives baseline up and in for 2 more.
That's a nice play by Rylan Hollingshead. Went to the baseline and kissed it off the glass right side. Got another bucket.
Your Tioga Medical Center, or your NCC scoreboard extends out. The Tioga Pirates up 15-4 with just over 3 minutes to play in this opening Northwest Therapy Services first quarter. Big ball pressure from the Tioga Pirates. Ball over to number 3, Seth Hall. Seth Hall dribble drives. Hits to number 2, Cole Albers. Nice looking 15-foot jump shot for Cole Albers.
Right at the free throw line. We got a timeout.
St. Luke's Medical Center timeout as Coach Phil Gogler meets him right out at the middle of the court here. Probably not happy with what he's seeing. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit MurexPetroleum.com.
Late out of the break, substitution by the Tioga Pirates as Weston Lallam comes in as, I didn't see who made
Moberg.
that one.
Gunner, yep.
Gunner Moberg for 2 more. Off the little press break from the Pirates, ball knocked away from the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Their 5th turnover. Up the floor we go. Transition turnover again by the Tioga Pirates. Jaron Ron, as smartly the wise Pat Alberts calls timeout to save the possession arrow. We'll be back after this St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. Wherever, however you're watching on Game Day Media, thank you very much as we take time to say thank you to the Faith Baptist Church in Kenmare, North Dakota. Powered by Jesus, preached on by Coach Fraunfelter. Mike Fraunfelter does a fantastic job for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, and sermons every Sunday morning at Sunday school at 9:45, services at 11. You don't have anything to do and you're in the Kenmare area, maybe go visit Coach Fraunfelter at Faith Baptist Church in Kenmare, North Dakota. Out of the timeout, Pirates look to get some ball movement. Gunnar Moberg finds that corner again. Gunnar Moberg for 3 more, getting his 10th point of the quarter. Gunnar Moberg show this first quarter early on for the Tioga Pirates as number 12 drives in. Ken Albers kind of stuck up high, dips it over to number 32, Traden Henke. Henke back over to Albers. Tries a little bit of a screen and roll, drives into the lane. Nice dish and dive, the hoop and the harm for Ken Albers as we take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. Sneaks in between 2 defenders, goes high off the glass. And Jaron Ron committing his first personal foul. Unable to convert the 3-point play for the Wildcats as the Pirates look to transition the other way. Center-Stanton not shying away from the 2-3 zone. The Pirates are going to try break it with the big man, Brendan Johnson. 2 more, his 6th point of the quarter, extending the lead 22-8 here early in the first quarter, about halfway through, 3/4 of the way through, minute and a half to go here on the opening quarter here on Game Day Media. Thank you for tuning in. My name is David Peterson alongside my producer and partner, Randy Peterson, as the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-pointers knocked down by Cole Albers. As the Tioga Pirates transition the other way, Brendan Johnson giving up his dribble, trying to get some motion here in the zone. Brendan Johnson drives in, a little step through, kicks back to the hot hand Goes off the glass hard. Rebounded offensively by Weston Lallam. Gets stuck there. Rebounded again by Seth Hall as another turnover. Their fourth of the quarter for the Tioga Pirates as the Wildcats transition the other way. Ball kicked out to the corner. Number 3, Seth Hall, over to number 2, Cole Albers. Deflected by the very handsy Gunnar Moberg. Traden Henke just hard off the glass. Rebounded by Johnson and tries to get up the floor as Gunnar Moberg decides to do a disappearing act into the stage. And if I know Pat Alberts like I think I do, he wants to transition. And as soon as these Pirates can get that figured out of get the ball off the rim and up the floor they go, the happier Pat will be.
Kind of a good substitution. They bring in Wyatt Rice. Coach Alberts does give Brennan Johnson a little extra time to get his breath before the second quarter starts.
Nice shot attempt by number 30, Lautenberger. Ball dipped off the hands of number 32, Traden Henke, with 19.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wyatt Rice subbing in. Ball into Cooper Hayes. Cooper Hayes taking a little bit of ball pressure harmlessly up the court. Over to Weston Lallam on that high wing. Cooper Hayes averaging 15 points per game. Beautiful back cut from Gunnar Moberg for 2.
Good assist. Good find by the 8th grader, Cooper Hayes.
Good if it goes at the buzzer. Short, rebounded by Weston Lallam. Our first quarter has come to a close. It was a quick one. The Tioga Pirates out early, putting 24 points on the NCC scoreboard.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in Northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, alongside my partner for this afternoon, my producer, my dad, the Merit Award winner for North Dakota High School Activities Association, Randy Peterson, alongside James Myers doing our camera work. Opening possession for the Northwest Therapy Services. Opening quarter goes to the Center-Stanton Wildcats as
we look at that instant replay.
Lautenberger takes one to the house, a little hoop in the arm. Definitely inside the restricted arc as Lautenberger goes off glass, in for 2. Try to convert the three-point plays, no good. Rebound high by Brennan Johnson, the all-time rebounding leader for the Tioga boys basketball program. Rightfully so, has put a ton of work in. I bet he's shot thousands and thousands of shots, and his size alone gets a lot of rebounds. Demanding force for the Tioga Pirates. Good one to have on your bench. Ball tipped out of plays. Cooper Hayes takes it out of bounds, high up to Rylan Hollingshead, looking to get an illegal screen from number 10, Weston Lallam. Just kind of got caught moving as Cooper Hayes is trying to get baseline over into that corner for a three-point shot attempt. No good.
Weston's really been coming into his own. I know he had 4 3-pointers yesterday in that loss to Glenburn, but he's a sharpshooter. Plays a lot like his dad used to play. Jay Slalom. Fun to watch him.
Yeah, definitely. Coming a long ways. Good-looking freshman for the Tioga Pirates as Traden Henke, the leading scorer. 3 points in the first quarter. Another rebound for Brennan Johnson. That foul's got to drive coaches nuts. Number 30, the guilty party, Lautenberger, 90 feet from the basket. That's got to drive anybody crazy. That is Lautenberger's first personal foul, first team foul. Ball inbounded by the Tioga Pirates. Brennan Johnson looking to sneak one back here. Weston Lallam puts up the Ace Hardware three-point attempt. No good. Offensive rebound from Jaron Ron. Turnover Pirates, their 5th of the quarter, first in the second quarter. Second foul by Weston Lallam, the guilty party. Second personal foul. Third team foul for the quarter.
That'll bring in Gunnar Moberg, replacing Weston with 2 personal fouls. The Pirates with 3 team fouls here in the second quarter.
Ball inbounds over to number 2, Cole Albers. Dumps it over to Trayden Henke. Banks it off the glass. Good-looking shot for Trayden Henke, his fifth point of today's campaign. Ball brought up by Cooper Hayes. Cooper Hayes finds the hot-handed Gunnar Moberg. Turns the ball over, trying to inbound down to Jaron Ron with good post position. Wildcats transition the other way. Ball brought up by number 12, Ken Albers. Ken Albers unassisted. 2 points, splits the defenders up and in for 2.
Pirates have lost a little mojo here.
Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 24-17. Tioga Pirates up. Gunnar Moberg hits the corner. Another ill-advised pass. These guys got hands. They move them around, and we throw it into their hands. It ends up being a turnover as the Wildcats transition the other way. Ball, big block from Cooper Hayes. Third rebound attempt. Offensive rebound from Trayden Henke to the cutting Seth Hall. Ken Albers over to number 2, Cole Albers for 3. No good. Gunnar Moberg high for the offensive rebound. Taken away from Trayden Henke. Off the glass, no good. Finally put in by Cole Albers. Getting another St. Luke's Medical Center timeout as the Center-Stantons make a little bit of a run, down 5, 24-19 on your NCC scoreboard.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds, or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Bravera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated health care system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. Big press break, easily broken by the Tioga Pirates as they try to find the big man, Brennan Johnson. Beautiful spin move, keeps the ball high, loses his footing on the shot attempt, and the personal foul is assessed to number 12, Ken Albers. His first personal foul, second team foul. Will send Brennan Johnson to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Souris Valley Dental Group, located in Minot, North Dakota, voted the Minot Daily News best dental office in Minot. Dr. Jarek Henson and his staff do a fantastic job for the city of Minot and surrounding communities as Brennan Johnson goes 0 for at the line on his attempt. Ball rebounded by the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Out they go. Turnover by Wildcats, their second of the quarter. Cooper Hayes brings it over to the left wing to Gunnar Moberg. Drops into Jaron Ron. Try to find that big man in the middle. Big man up and in for 2. Brennan Johnson with 2 more, getting his total to 8, extending the Tioga Pirates lead 26-19. Just over 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Nice find.
Nice find from Cooper Hayes, getting his average about 5 or 6 assists a game, getting Brennan Johnson 2 more. Nice to have a big security blanket for the Tioga Pirates. Just throw it up by the rim. There's about only one person in the gym that's going to get it, is Brennan Johnson. Poor rebounding attempt from Brennan Johnson. His number 3, Seth Hall, comes down with the offensive rebound. Ball put up by number 12, Ken Albers, as 2 more free throws will be attempted for the Wildcats, as first personal foul on Rylan Hollingshead, the 5'11" junior. First personal foul, 4th team foul, not a shot. Ball inbound by the Wildcats, looking to get that corner 3. Ball handed into the hands of new associate pastor for Zion Lutheran Church, Brent Ron. On his toes as a ball whizzed by his nose earlier in the JV game. Glad to have Brent and his family back stateside after doing a mission work for the Association Free Lutheran Churches in Brazil for the last...
Uganda.
The hoop and the harm. Big play from number 12, Ken Albers, as Gunnar Moberg hit him on the side of the head as he was going up. Shot is good for Ken Albers. His 6th point. No good on the and one. Offensive charge by number 10, Kellen Hintz. His first personal foul as Brendan Johnson drew the charge 25 years ago. We had to give him a cheeseburger for that. Brody Odegaard, the principal for Tioga, alluded to the other night. That was one of the things that my head coach, Todd Lee, we took a lot of pride in, was sacrificing your body, and he would award you with a cheeseburger. Anytime we went on the road, he'd give us a cheeseburger if we were in the area. You sacrifice your body, I'll sacrifice my paycheck, as Brendan Johnson goes down. Little floater from the big man. Ball out of bounds on number 10, Kellen Hintz for the Center-Stanton Wildcats, as Coach Alberts getting the out-of-bounds play as Gunnar Moberg takes it out. Quick inbounds play over to Cooper Hayes, back to Gunnar Moberg. Sends one a little far over the rim. The hot hand might have settled down just a little bit for Gunnar Moberg as Cole Albers transitions the other way for the Wildcats. Nice basket cut by number 30, Lottenberger. Fouled on the shot attempt. Going to send him to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line as Rylan Hollingshead getting his 2nd personal foul. Nice looking drive from Lottenberger as he's successful on the first one. Little side spin, no good for the 2nd attempt. Big rebound from Brennan Johnson. Transition up the other way as Rylan Hollingshead off his leg. Foul first in the shooting motion as Drew Floggen flags Traden Henke for the personal foul. Traden Henke's 2nd personal foul. 4th team foul as Rylan Hollingshead is sent to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Up and in. Good on the first. I got him for 2. They got him for 1. What I have doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Hollingshead short off the 2nd attempt. Offensive rebounded by Kellen Hintz. Ball brought up the floor by Cole Albers. Albers being guarded heavily by Cooper Hayes. Henke on the 3-point attempt. Out to Gunnar Moberg. Downhill he goes. Draws the defender.
There you go.
Dumps down to Rylan Hollingshead. Beautiful play from Gunnar Moberg as he draws the attention and dumps it over to his buddy Rylan Hollingshead for his 4th point of this game. Closing in under 3 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter of action. Number 2, Cole Albers trying to dish and find. Big block from the block party from Jaron Ron, the freshman coming over, helping him out. Says, get that out of here, big man, not in my house. Jaron Ron, 1 pass. Rylan Hollingshead gets a little feet happy, quick happy, try to drive the lane as substitutions for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Number 3, Seth Hall back in the game for number 2, Kellen Hintz, as he takes a seat on the bench for first-year head coach Phil Gogler. Wildcats bring it up. Ken Albers brings it up, playing a nice point guard for these Center-Stanton Wildcats. Over to Lottenberger. Lottenberger hits one off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Rylan Hollingshead. The athletic Rylan Hollingshead kicks over to Gunnar Moberg for the 3. 1 extra pass to Brennan Johnson. Big man in the lane. Tries to draw some contact. Up and in for 2 more for Brennan Johnson. His 12th point of the game. leading all scorers. Nice drive by number 2, Cole Albers. No good off the right side. Big offensive rebound for number 30, Lottenberger.
So what do you think the discussion in the locker room will be?
I would say we got a 6'8" guy sitting down there. We better get the rebound. One shot and out. Nice ball pressure from number 12, Ken Albers, trying to find number 3, Seth Hall. Not what they were looking for out of the turnover from the Pirates. Their 4th of the quarter, 9th of the game. Substitution for Coach Gogler, Lottenberger coming in.
Are they talking about it? They're discussing between Troy Walter and Sean Agee. Not going to change their mind, though.
No doubt in my mind it was the absolute right call from those two. Guys do a fine job.
Get it. Ooh.
Ball pressure put on by the Tioga Pirates as a reach foul from Gunnar Moberg. 2 shots in the bonus. I've got Gunnar Moberg for his 3rd personal foul. Which sends Ken Albers to the line, taking advantage of the new double bonus rule from the NDHSAA. They get 5 total team fouls each quarter. They reset after each quarter. Albers goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Close the gap.
These Wildcats are hanging around. Pirates kind of controlled the first quarter, but these guys have come back and played aggressive and working hard.
Keeping the Tioga Pirates out of rhythm.
There's a working hard right there. Oh.
Touches every part of the rim as Brendan Johnson is talking to lead official Sean Agee, trying to find a foul as it went up and no good, but Brendan Johnson missed it, and Jaron Ron is able to get the offensive rebound and draw a foul on number 3, Seth Hall, his first personal 5th team foul. So we shoot 2 free throws from here on out.
There you go.
As Jaron Ron looking for the high five from his teammate.
A couple of years ago, I was coaching these guys as 7th grader, both Weston Lawlem and Jaron Ron, in the sport of baseball, and they've grown up a little bit in those 2 years.
Yeah, I like what Jaron Ron can bring to the table athletically. He is nice looking player for Coach Alberts, going 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Got to convert those free throws. Pat Alberts wears a shirt all the time that says, make your free throws. High screen and roll from the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Ball kicked over to the bottom baseline corner to Kellen Hintz. Hintz off to Cole Albers. Albers trying to shake Cooper Hayes. Over to Ken Albers for 3 from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. Ill-advised pass from Brennan Johnson. Nice recovery from Cooper Hayes with the Euro step. The kid can do it all, folks. Cooper Hayes finally getting his name back into the scorer's book with his 4th point of the game. Foul on number 23, Cooper Hayes, his first personal foul. Still the 5th team foul for the Tioga Pirates. You know, Cooper Hayes plays a lot of basketball, decided to forego playing football as number 2, Cole Albers, gets the first of 2.
No, it was on the line. Sean Agee waved it off.
No good. Don't see that call a whole lot.
Not a lot.
Give it a retry. Looks like he may be released a little early as well. They're going 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Got to drive coaches nuts as Cooper Hayes brings it up court. Just kind of looked like it was a little bit of a lost possession for Brennan Johnson, which I think Coach Alberts is kind of trying to argue that he lost possession of the ball, trying to get it back. But nonetheless, 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Shot clock is turned off as Cole Albers drives baseline and is called for the traveling violation. You can't do that. You took too many steps. Next time you travel, take the BUS, is what they used to say back in the day.
So from a 13-point lead for the Pirates at the end of the quarter, they now lead by 7. Probably a chance for the last possession of the half.
Yeah, I'm going to try find big man Brennan Johnson, maybe drop him to the block because there's nobody that can get him the ball. Just like that, up and in, trying to draw the foul. Nice assist, nice look from Jaron Ron as Brennan Johnson gets it, and no shot attempt from the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Our Bank of Tioga halftime show will take place here as the Tioga Pirates up 9 early against the Center-Stanton Wildcats on our NCC scoreboard. Pirates 38, Wildcats 29. We'll be back after this timeout.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology. Respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, WHAM LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media, live here from the ship in Tioga, North Dakota. Thank you for tuning in to our Bank of Tioga halftime show. Bank of Tioga with locations in Crosby and Tioga, North Dakota. Make sure you visit them for all your business and personal checking, savings, money needs. Great place to bank. Let's take a look at the trailing 29 scoring on the scorebook. The Center-Stanton Wildcats led by Ken Albers with 9 on the books, followed by Cole Albers with 7. Lottenberger chipping in another 5 points, and Traden Henke coming in with 5 points, combining for 17 team points in the second quarter, totaling 29 team points in the game thus far. A nice showing from Center-Stanton. As you take a look at the other side, the 38 points of the Tioga Pirates has combined this way. 5 for Rylan Hollingshead, 12 for Gunnar Moberg, none in the second quarter, 12 in the first quarter, sitting with 3 personal fouls right now. 3 points for the 6-foot freshman Jaron Ron, 2 points for the 8th grade point guard Cooper Hayes, and all scorers led by the 6'8" senior Brennan Johnson, as that gets your score to the Tioga Pirates 38 and the Center-Stanton Wildcats 29. As we bring in Randy Peterson here, our producer / color commentary. We talked off air. The Center-Stanton Wildcats, if you leave them hanging around, they're only down 9 right now. You leave them hanging around, hang around, you're going to be around. And I guarantee you that message down there is for Coach Gogler is, you guys got nothing to lose. We drove 3 hours. We're pushing them. We're testing them. They're really struggling with just half-court offense, and I think you got to say that's a small victory for the Center-Stanton Wildcats.
Yeah, I think the combination of the Wildcats' hustle and the lack of hustle in the second quarter, I thought the Pirates kind of got flat-footed there, didn't get after a few balls, got a little lax on defense, and allowed the Wildcats to get right back in the game. You know, it's still a 9-point game. The Pirates still with a pretty good-sized lead, but they did have a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter, so they did give up a few points in that second quarter, and it's because the Wildcats were playing some pretty good basketball.
Playing real good basketball, able to get to the free throw line, converting a couple of different three-pointers. Ken Albers kind of exploded for 9 points in the second half, or second quarter, leading the scoring for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. We take a look at the Tioga Pirates on the other side is, what's maybe going wrong for the Pirates. A quick turnaround, I can't say that is. I know Coach Alberts very well, and I do know that he said, if you can't get up for playing a basketball game, what can you get up for? Yeah. And I look for maybe some pressure to come out in the third quarter as we start our Northwest Therapy Services third quarter. But the Pirates got to be able to handle business here in the third quarter and be able to maybe put away transition a little bit more, utilize that big man. But the bigs for Center-Stanton are really gluing tight to Brennan Johnson as they're already doubling him down. A smart move, and that is not going to make Coach Alberts happy starting the opening possession of the third quarter and the Northwest Therapy third quarter with a turnover right at the half line for Cooper Hayes. A little bit of a frustration from Pat Alberts as the Center-Stanton Wildcats bring it up court and look for the flex offense, trying to get some motion, get some mismatches for the Pirates. As nice shot attempt put up by Cole Albers is no good. Off to the right side, rebounded and transitioned the other way for Brennan Johnson. Big man's going coast to coast.
Stop me if you can.
Brennan Johnson demanding all of the attention, standing 6'8", having a tremendous season, averaging 28 points per game, along with 16 rebounds. As a nice looking shot from Ken Albers. Starting off where he left off in the second quarter as Tioga breaks the press easily as ball's put back to Cooper Hayes.
Bingo.
Put it on the board, 3 more. Cooper Hayes stepping his game up now with 5 total points as the score is stretched out on our NCC scoreboard, 43-31. Pirates up 12 as the Wildcats try to dish and dive here. Kicked over to number 3, Seth Hall. Nice looking 15-foot jump shot for Seth Hall, getting his name in the scorebook for the Wildcats as ball pressure put in by the Wildcats, easily broken by the Pirates again. Looking to get Johnson out and try to extend. He's shooting a hot 3-point. Kind of mishandled the play. Gets another offensive rebound and up big for the right hand for Brennan Johnson. 2 more for his tally. Shooting at 35% from the three-point line and 51% from 2.
6:19 to go. The Pirates have stretched it out to a 12-point lead here with 6:15 to go. Left wide open. Somebody missed a defensive call right there. So we look at our RTC Networks instant replay.
Take a look at our RTC Networks instant replay. Cooper Hayes kind of predicting where somebody is going to go. Tried over top of the screen as Gunnar Moberg puts one hard off the glass. Offensive rebound by Jaron Ron. Over to Hollingshead, back over to Johnson. Looks like he took a hit to the face. Definitely saw that. As Brennan Johnson's going back to the free throw line for the Tioga Pirates.
10-point lead for the Pirates, 45-35.
Second personal foul by Ken Albers, the 5'6" senior. Stretching all the way out to affect Brennan Johnson's shot. As it looks right now, it's a good foul. Second team foul, or second personal foul, first team foul for the Wildcats. Both teams with 3 timeouts left here early in the third quarter as Johnson goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Ball brought up by number 10, Kalen Hintz. Hintz over to Henke. Henke trying to find the flex cutter. Trying to get open as Jaron Ron applying real nice ball pressure. You never want to go to that corner in a flex offense as number 12, Ken Albers, is trying to get his mojo going and playing a very nice game for Coach Gogler's. 2 more.
He's put a patent on that pass and a little floater from the paint on our RTC Networks instant replay.
Ball is looking to be tipped out of bounds, called by Troy Walters as number 2, Cole Albers, is pleading his case, trying to say, hey, it wasn't off me, but that's one person I wouldn't argue against if I was you, young man. Gunnar Moberg passing up the open 3-point attempt. Good ball movement, trying to find that middle big. And that is going to be the key to success for the Tioga Pirates, is let Brennan Johnson eat down low. There's nobody in the gym that's going to stop him. And the ball just has to rotate that quick. It's nice ball rotation from the Tioga Pirates as Ken Albers is continuing his hot hand, finding the open number 2, Cole Albers, kicks back, got away with the travel as Traden Henke buries a 3 from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. Nothing but the bottom of the net as Brennan Johnson foregoes the middle cutting Jaron Ron, trying to get the ball over to Cooper Hayes, as that is the 3rd turnover.
Weston Lawlem checking in for head coach Pat Alberts, giving a little breather for Gunnar Moberg. 4:42 to go here in the third quarter.
12th turnover for the Tioga Pirates, according to my very unofficial books, as once again looking for the flex offense. Nice dish over to the hot hand. Ken Albers looks good to me.
Yeah, he's got a good one. He's a good shooter. He's a good player.
Good player, 5'6" senior for Coach Gogler. Playing a little inside, outside. Nice looking player this year for Center-Stanton Wildcats as Cooper Hayes tries to match it. No good. Brennan Johnson towers above the rest, looking to get over that double. Tipped around, ultimately brought down by Traden Henke and taken away by Cooper Hayes with the nice little handles. Gets a little ahead of himself, goes off the foot of Cooper Hayes for the 4th turnover of the corner. Gets it right back, up and in for 2, Cooper Hayes.
Hard work there, and a timeout call by head coach Pat Alberts. 3:54 to go, a 7-point lead as the Pirates take a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga.
Even listening? Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. As our producer, I'm going to call him Rook, early to the computer. Not an easy job, is it? Kind of trading.
Different.
Definitely different, but to be able to...
James, maybe I need to take over on the camera and you come over and produce here.
Calling some middle relief here maybe, but doing a nice job. I tell you what, doing this broadcasting and book and everything, it is a lot of work. People that underestimate what broadcasters can do for these towns and teams. But as we take a look at our Game Day Media mentioned sponsors, the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, proud Game Day Media sponsors, supporting all things Tioga Pirates, Williams County Firestorm, Williams County Northwest Stars Gymnastics. I believe they're over in Ray today with a gymnastics event. Williams County Firestorm looking to cover Williams County Firestorm Wrestling. The Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, proud sponsors of Powers Lake Ranchers and Ray Powers Lake Outlaws Athletics. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Nice back cut from Traden Henke over to the scoring Seth Hall for his 4th point of the game, 2nd in the quarter.
Wildcats are hungry. They're looking for their first W of the season, and right now they're showing some life, and they want to get that.
Yeah, they've only played 2 teams. They've lost all 3 games that they've played, but this, I would say, Coach Gogler's got to be very impressed and very happy with the way his team is playing. Nice heads-up play by Brennan Johnson, smashing it off the knee of Cole Albers out of bounds. But Coach Gogler, this 3-hour drive doesn't look like they're affecting. He talked about it early in our coach's comments, is who's going to be the guy to come out and make the play for us? Who's going to be the guy that's going to set the tone? And Ken Albers has definitely answered the call for Coach Gogler. Ball brought in, trying to get some ball motion. Everybody sinking down to the big man. Brennan Johnson looking for a foul, as foul is the other way.
We got a technical foul.
A technical foul has been assessed to Brennan Johnson. Not happy with the no call on that end of the court, I believe. White 30 has been assessed a technical foul. It's Brennan Johnson's first technical foul. It is his first personal foul, which will send Cole Albers to the line. Unable to convert on the first one. Able to convert. No, excuse me, that's Ken Albers. It's a family of Albers here.
Yeah, if we just say Albers, we'll probably save, huh?
Got a 44% chance of making it right. 1 for 2, no loss of possession, as the Wildcats did have possession transitioning when the technical foul was assessed. Short shot from Traden Henke as the Pirates look to transition the other way. That's an obvious offensive foul, as number 3, Seth Hall, sacrificing his body, putting his body on the line, as Rylan Hollingshead draws his 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul of the quarter.
Well, if you're a Wildcat fan, you got to like what you see in your team today. They have fought back from 13 down at the end of the first quarter, only trailed by 4 with 2:40 to go here in the third.
2-possession game with 2:30 to go in the second quarter, trying to get that flex offense, extending Brennan Johnson out of the lane, trying to get some mismatches here, and I'm focusing on trying to get the ball in this young man's hand right here. Ken Albers playing a very nice game, as a high foul from Weston Lallum.
Yeah, Weston's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
2:25
to go in the third.
3rd foul in about 3 minutes of action, I think, for Weston, as number 3, Seth Hall, takes the ball out of bounds. Looking for a high screen, gets the ball over to Ken Albers. Beautiful pump fake. Up, no good, just hard off the iron. Rebounded by Hollingshead, off to Ron, over to Lallum, back to Ron, into Johnson. And the big man is up and in for 2 more. Just got to let some of those no calls go. In the frustration, I get it. You're getting, in your opinion, getting hacked and fouled down low, which sometimes you probably are, but it's a big man's game. There's going to be some big physical game for sure. Nice drive here by number 30 for the Wildcats, Lautenberger.
Foul's going to be on number 2.
Foul on number 2, Cole Albers, his first personal foul.
Yep.
Second team foul as some backcourt pressure applied by the Center-Stanton Wildcats here as Rylan Hollingshead dishes off to Cooper Hayes, back over to Hollingshead, trying to get some motion into the big man, force the Wildcats to play in their game, and the 5th turnover by the Tioga Pirates in this quarter is leading to Ken Albers getting a carry.
Yeah, he's quick.
Very quick, not quick enough for Troy Walters, that's for sure.
Yeah, Troy rung him up with the carrying the ball, but I like the way this kid plays, number 12.
Yeah, 5'6", definitely an undersized point guard in the area, I'd imagine, coming in 0-3 for the Region 4 District 8 Wildcats.
From the right left elbow.
Dish and dive, that's going to be a foul on Kellen Hintz. It's going to be his second personal foul, which will send the 8th grade Cooper Hayes to the line. The 5'9" 8th grader wearing number 23. Cooper Hayes going to the line for 2. Cooper Hayes good for the first one. His 6th point of the quarter. Trying to extend the lead from 7 to 8 on this second attempt from the Souris Valley free throw line. Up and in for 2, extending the lead back out to 8. But these Wildcats are sure hanging around. Hintz picking up his dribble about 30 feet. Good ball pressure from Rylan Hollingshead, and another steal from, looks like a kickball there, from number 2, Cole Albers, all over the place. The cousin, I believe, to Ken Albers. There's a lot of them. We're talking, there's 4 of them on the roster. 2 of them play pretty consistently. The other 2 had a real nice JV game, but kickball, turnover to the Tioga Pirates, brought over to Weston Lallam. Lallam over to Cooper Hayes, back over to Lallam, again demanding triple coverage, with the foul on Lautenberger going to be his first personal foul.
Looking for top quality groceries?
On Brennan Johnson. On Brennan Johnson getting his back to the free throw line here, the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, as Gunnar Moberg looking to check in, and they confirmed the foul is on number 30.
Rookie mistakes at the computer board here.
Lautenberger, his second personal foul, as Brennan Johnson. He missed that one?
Yeah, he missed it.
Missed it.
Struggled from the line. Mr. Johnson has. That's off the front iron. Maybe needs to step back behind the three-point line.
Empty trip from the Pirates, and that's got to drive Coach Albert's nuts. Ball over to Weston Lallam, back over to Rylan Hollingshead, finding the cutting Gunnar Moberg from the big man, Brennan Johnson, with his first, probably his 3rd assist of the game.
Yeah.
Getting Gunnar Moberg his 14th point of the game. Traden Henke trying to go glass from deep, never a good idea, as number 2, Cole Albers, drives baseline over to Seth Hall. Seth Hall with 10 seconds to go on the clock. Shot clock is turned off. Got away with the travel. Ball back to Seth Hall at the buzzer. Up and in, no good. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's good if it goes. No effort from the Tioga Pirates as we close the 3rd quarter from the Tioga Pirates. Your NCC scoreboard reads this way: the Tioga Pirates 56, the Center-Stanton Wildcats 46. Hang on, we got a good one here, folks.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come into the Northwest Therapy Services start of our fourth quarter, 8 more minutes to go. The Pirates out by 10.
Ball put into play. Ken Albers off to the right wing. Lottenberger drives. Nice first quick step from Lottenberger, leaving Gunnar Moberg in his dust. Lottenberger scoring his 7th point of the game, the first 2 of the fourth quarter here from Tioga. Thanks for tuning in. My name's David Peterson alongside Randy Peterson and James Myers. Thank you for choosing Game Day Media. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it, send it to all your friends and family as Albers dishes real nice to the trailing Seth Hall for 2 as they close the gap back to 6. That play started with Ken Albers being able to transition out and dumping it off to Seth Hall for 2. Ball motion from the Tioga Pirates. Big foul from, I guess, is going to be Traden Henke, putting the back forearm into the backside of Brennan Johnson, drawing his 3rd personal first team foul of this fourth quarter. Gunnar Moberg on the left side of the hoop, looking to see about just stepping in. Kicking it out to the big man, shoots 35% from 3, no good. Up over the rim. Nice possession again from the Wildcats, hanging around. Ball's brought up by number 12, the 5'6" senior point guard for Coach Gogler. Ken Albers sets the play in motion over to Lottenberger. Lottenberger tries to do it himself, goes short off the backside. Big pressure put in on the backside. Ball outletted from Johnson to Hayes to Moberg with the hoop and the harm, no good. Fouls on number 2, Cole Albers. His 2nd personal foul will send Gunnar Moberg to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line for 2. Gunnar Moberg.
The lid is on the basket from the free throw line here tonight for the Pirates.
6 minutes, 39 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter from Tioga. Gunnar Moberg goes 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Ken Albers comes the other way, transitions back, gets it over to Henke. Henke over to Hall. Hall dipsy-do and trying to get Jaron Ron on his hip. Ball's dropped down to Seth Hall. Short, rebounded by Brennan Johnson up to Cooper Hayes. The diving, trying to get the turnover here. Brennan Johnson going to pull the trigger from 3. No, he's going to go
there you go.
In the rim.
Use the glass that time.
For 2 more, his 25th point of the quarter, or excuse me, 25th point of the game as Coach Alberts is willing his team. Nothing easy. Let's go, guys. Extend the defense as Ken Albers is just a little short as Johnson is looking to defend off these 2 Wildcats. As foul is put on Lottenberger, his 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul in the quarter as Jaron Ron looks to take it out of bounds. Brennan Johnson over to Cooper Hayes. Cooper Hayes trying to draw the double up the court. You know, Gunnar Moberg's been kind of quiet this 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, only scoring 2 points since his first early 12. Nice ball motion from the Tioga Pirates as Weston Lawlem tries his hand, and that's what Jaron Ron can bring you is the offensive rebound. As we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, Jaron Ron just has a nose for the ball, up and in for 2 in the uncontested layup.
Lands right in his hand. Beneficiary is some good hustle, well placed for Jaron Ron.
Ball's over to Seth Hall on the right side of the wing. Big screen from Traden Henke. Henke over to Albers. Albers back to Albers. Tries to dish and drive. Got a blocking foul on the ground. I'm presuming it's going to be number 30. Yep, Brennan Johnson. I think his third personal foul. First team foul as substitutions in for the Pirates as Gunnar Moberg takes a seat on the bench. As Hollingshead checks in for him. Out of bounds play for the Wildcats, looking to go high to number 10, Kellen Hintz. Kellen Hintz drives and dishes over the stretched arms of Ryland Hollingshead for 2 more. Closing that gap again to 8 points here for the Tioga Pirates, 60-52 on your NCC scoreboard. As Lautenberger is going to draw his 4th personal foul, 35 feet from the basket again, which is not what they want to get into.
It's kind of refreshing to see these Pirates. They look to this young 8th grader, Cooper Hayes. He's a good ball handler, and they look for some leadership out of him when it comes into high-pressure defense situations.
Yeah, it's a big ask from nice-looking shot there. Just hard off the backside. Falls right into the hands of Brennan Johnson. Good from 17. Brennan Johnson, 2 more. His 27th point of the game.
Back up to a double-digit lead, 10 points, 62-52.
You talk Cooper Hayes and what he can do as an 8th grader. A lot of pressure for an 8th grader to be the commanding pilot of the kind of older starting 5 for the Tioga Pirates. As Cooper Hayes, smart move, tries to take it out.
There you go.
Finds a little 10-foot jump shot. 2 more for Cooper Hayes.
Probably had to compete against his older sisters quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl and Cheyenne.
Yeah, there are a couple of good ones. Cheyenne, the Region 8 Volleyball Player of the Year last year for girls volleyball, and Cheryl off to a fantastic start. I believe she's about 60 points shy, 70 points shy of 1,000 as the number 5 rated team in the state of North Dakota, as Coach Gogler wants to talk it over for a St. Luke's Medical Center full timeout. We'll be back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn where good food meets great company. Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota offers custom and personalized laser engraving for any occasion and on any surface. No order is too small. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. That's Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media high atop the ship. Big thank you to Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare with Sunday school tomorrow at 9:45, worship at 11. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter and his congregation welcome you with open arms to Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare as a Game Day Media sponsor, as the Pirates up 12 right now, extending the lead with just over 3.5 minutes to go in the final 4th quarter as Brennan Johnson looks to go up. Ball's going to be on the floor, but that is going to be the 5th team foul for the Center-Stanton Wildcats, as the guilty party is number 32, Traden Henke, his 4th personal foul. I've got him for 4. They got him for 3. Let him play on as Johnson goes to the Surest Valley Dental Group free throw line and is no good.
They have struggled from the line on this end of the court for sure. Rattles in and out.
Rattles in and out again. It's your home gym. First time they've played here in 8 games. The Pirates taking a early season trip to Minot a couple different times, playing in the Our Redeemers Christian Invitational, taking 1 out of 3 games to the Partial Braves.
Now, if you're head coach Pat Alberts, are you saying to soak the clock a little bit? I mean, you're up by 12. Look for a good shot. Don't pass it up, but don't pass it to the other team.
Don't do that. That's got to drive any coach nuts. Nice reverse layup by Kellen Hintz, his 4th point of the game. None bigger than that one, getting it back to 10, kind of hanging around in that 8 to 10 mark. As that's a great call, as you got to give the player a chance to land for Brennan Johnson. Brennan, a nice drop step. He was definitely out of the lane, but you got to give him somewhere to land. As he goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Souris Valley Dental Group located in Minot, North Dakota. Servicing all the area, voted as the best dental office according to the Minot Daily News last year.
As the lid is still on the basket from the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe.
As the Pirates extend their lead out to 12 here with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the 4th quarter here from Tioga. Thanks for joining us. My name is David Peterson alongside Randy Peterson and James Myers. Shot attempt by Traden Henke, no good. Another rebound for Johnson. Probably into his 16 rebound average, averaging 28 points per game, 16 rebounds and 5 assists for the 6'8" big man for the Pirates. Ill-advised pass again from Weston Lallam. Another turnover, their 4th of the quarter. As Cole Albers putting on a show here with his 9th point of the game. Going in for a layup. Tough spot for Rylan Hollingshead as Coach Alberts is going to take a 30-second timeout. Let's take a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. Your NCC scoreboard shows 56 to the Center-Stanton Wildcats, 66 for the Pirates. We'll be back. We're going to keep it right here.
The rookie.
Well, if I could find somebody else, I would.
All right.
Slim pickings around here. You just maybe keep at your announcing hat on. I'll maybe keep my producing hat on. I kind of like doing this play-by-play.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Be all right. My first game ever. I've seen a lot of games over my time here with KTGO, with GameDay Media, and I think it's been a good move. I'll do some more. I like doing it. Pirates looking to attack. 1 minute, 48 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. The Pirates want to milk all of this clock and not allow the Wildcats any chance as Cooper Hayes takes his attempt for the... I don't know if I agree with that call. Brennan Johnson just trying to go and get the basket. But
it's his 4th
personal foul and their 2nd team foul. 1 minute and 33 seconds and counting for the Wildcats here on GameDay Media. Thanks for tuning in. The Wildcats doing anything. They want to get the ball off there. They finally got him for a travel. Traden Henke. Another turnover for the Wildcats as Jaron Ron. The Pirates just need to make a dash towards the hoop. Jaron Ron taking it out of bounds. Inbounds to Brennan Johnson. And Albers is telling his guys, let's spread it out. We want to kill the play here. We want to kill everything. We're just going to get a little bit of motion over to Hollingshead. Hollingshead down to Hayes in the corner. Back over to Hollingshead. Back to the big man. Ball's on the floor. Being past their 5th team foul. Foul on Kellen Hintz, his 4th personal foul. 6'2" junior will send Brennan Johnson back to
a big free throw.
The Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line for 2 more free throw attempts. They will be shooting 2 free throws for the remaining 1 minute and 5 seconds. As he cashes in on those 2, none bigger than made free throws at the end of the game, trying to ice and finish off some teams. As ball brought up, maybe a backcourt violation. Backcourt violation on Kellen Hintz, trying to do some in between. I want Kellen to go towards the hoop. I want to try to find Ken Albers, get him the ball, get his open hand, get him going. Been kind of quiet for the Wildcats if they've only scored 10 points here in the 4th quarter. as the Pirates looking to extend it out. Another ill-advised pass. That is a tough pass. Rylan Hollingshead's got to do a little bit better job of trying to get open, and that is a tough pass. You got to declare a side there, Jaron. You got to either go right or left. That's a tough pass from the middle of the court. Ball's put down to Brennan Johnson. I'm happy with this lead. I'm just going to extend this out, make them follow you, go to the free throw line to close it out.
Good
nice
find.
find from Brennan Johnson. No good. But 4 feet from Jaron Ron as Wildcats want to get a quick one off here. Wildcats stuck Seth Hall over to Ken Albers. Ken Albers trying to use the screen, getting into traffic. Beautiful up and under. Just short. 2 more free throws.
Pirates got a couple fouls to give before they reach that double bonus situation, but they're going to send Brennan Johnson to the Service Valley Downland Group charity stripe to shoot 2 more. 25.6 seconds remaining.
Ken Albers, his 3rd personal foul. 3rd personal foul as Johnson goes to the line. Somebody opened a window, in the words of Dallas Hansen. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check out swim lessons. You can find them on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Just search Dallas Hansen. Swim lessons has a lot of good ones. Nodak break was his last one. If you're a gambling type person, as a deep 3 from Seth Hall. If you're a gambling person, check out Nodak break. They got a lot of stuff to offer. Offered on TikTok as a turnover from Brendan Johnson. If he's not careful, he could pick up a second technical foul with 11.5 seconds to go, as I would not voice my opinion towards Troy Walters at any point. Been there, done that.
There you go, Rylan.
Turnover from Rylan Hollingshead looking just to dribble it out here as playing till 0. Cole Albers trying to finish it off. But your NCC scoreboard, your final score. The Pirates get them by 12. 68 for the Pirates, 56 for the Wildcats. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Our DNL Paraffin postgame show alongside of our Continental Resources coaches' comments. We'll be back after this timeout.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
Sun Manufacturing is hiring exceptional welders, carpenters, assembly technicians, and coating technicians. If you're right for Sun, Sun is right for you. Since 1939, we've been making quality equipment and parts for the oil field and beyond. We're world-class, family-owned, and all-American. And as our business grows, we need to grow our team in Newburgh, North Dakota. Sun Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise a family. Apply today.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson. I've caught up with the winning head coach, the smiley head coach. You won, Coach. Hey, you put a good show on this afternoon. I think it ended up being 12. Yeah. I think something like that. But powered by Brennan Johnson, 31 points for him, just getting to his average and a little bit then some. But what's it like having a 6'8" weapon on the side?
Well, I mean, it makes life very easy. When you got a kid who can score underneath at his capability, he can also stretch the floor and hit some threes. He's an excellent rebounder. Obviously, holds a record here already for career rebounds for Tioga boys. It makes a coach's life easy when you can just he's going to walk in the gym and probably get 20 plus. If you can get a little more out of some other guys, life gets a lot easier.
What was the mentality at halftime? You got to put them out. You're only up about 10, I think, at halftime. Stretched out. Kind of was an 8 to 10 point game for most of that third into the fourth quarter till Brennan really took over and was able to really stretch it out there for you guys.
It's defensive rebounding. I mean, we were letting, I'd hate to even see the stats, but the offensive rebounds was terrible. They were getting a ton of second chance points. They had 29 points at halftime. I think 8 to 10 of them were on second chance. We have to own the boards. We got to clear them. Going to the third quarter, defense was not great. Fourth quarter, also not great. Our man-to-man stuff, we got to fix. I'm hopefully going to chalk it up to we got home at 11:30 last night, and the kids were back here at 1 o'clock today, but we got a lot to clean up.
Quick turnaround. It's always tough to play a quick turnaround Saturday afternoon game. You got to hand it to Center-Stanton. They came ready to go. 3-hour bus ride. They were fighting right with you guys.
Yeah, they had nothing to lose here, right? They came in, they punched us right in the mouth. We staggered most of the game, and luckily we had a guy like Brennan who can kind of take over and go get you 30. Otherwise, I think that game would have gone another way. So a lot of credit to Center.
Absolutely. Hey, this is Coach Alberts, the winning head coach for the Tioga boys basketball team. Where are you going next?
We play Washburn on Tuesday in Washburn. So, again, we play defense like we did tonight. It's going to be a long night.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Pat. We'll be back after this timeout.
Yeah,
again, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Here you go, Brandon.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media at our DNL Paraffin post-game show. Smile, your mom's looking at us here. We got Brennan Johnson of the victorious Pirates. Brennan Johnson poured in 31 points to lead his Tioga boys basketball team to victory today. Brennan, what was one of the key emphasis from Coach Alberts coming in from the very tip to halftime? What was the first message that he delivered?
He wanted, he emphasized some good ball movement. He wanted us to get, 4 or 5 passes. He thought, against the zone, passing is what works best, and if the more passes we got, we'd get the open looks, and that's what he wanted us to get.
I would definitely agree with that because they were moving it around the perimeter, allowing you to go from block to block and utilizing you about the free throw line and utilizing you down on the block. Such a powerful tool for yourself and your team. What was working for you tonight? Inside game, outside game, free throw line?
The inside game was working. If I got it in the block, I was able to make a move quick, or if I got doubled, I could get up at the free throw line. My teammates did a good job getting me the ball there so I could make a move. I need to work on my free throws. Yeah.
Free throws win games, right? Coach Alberts probably walks around and says, make your free throws.
I have to get in the gym and we'll start working on that a little bit more.
There's no doubt you're probably going to fix that. Looking forward, you're sitting 500 right now. Looking forward, you're going to Washburn next. Do you know anything about Washburn, what they have?
I heard they're a good team, so we need to work. We're going to go and practice on one day and start working on the defense side, because if we want to win games, defense wins championships. It's the saying, and we're getting beat off the flex, and we need to work on that.
Absolutely. Right here, he's a good one here. The 6'8" senior campaign, Brennan Johnson, number 30 for the Tioga Pirates. Pay attention to him, one of the better players in North Dakota. Keep an eye on him. Congratulations, Brennan, on our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Back to you, Randy.
Thank you, David. And we'll finish up with our DNL Paraffin post-game show after this quick timeout and a word from our sponsors.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Hey, welcome back for the final time here in Tioga. Let's recap the scores. Thank you for joining us on our D&L Paraffin postgame show. Scoring goes this way for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Cole Albers with 11 points. Seth Hall with 6 points. Kellen Hintz with 4. Colton Berger with 6. And Traden Hinkie with 10. And leading the Center-Stanton Wildcats, Ken Albers with 19, playing a fantastic game for head coach Phil Gogler. And you flip it on to the other side of the scorebook for the victorious Tioga Pirates. Rylan Hollingshead, the junior, with 5 points. Gunnar Moberg with an explosive first quarter with 12 points, and then 2 after that, totaling 14. Jaron Ron with 5 points. Cooper Hayes, the 8th grader, just about to his average, right at 13 points, going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 1 3-pointer and 4 twos, totaling 13 points. And the big man, Brennan Johnson, scoring 31 points, just over his average, totaling 68 points for the Tioga Pirates and 56 points for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. Nice game played by the Wildcats. You got to tip the hat to them as they took the travel, came ready to go. You know, as we talked to Pat in our Continental Resources coaches' comments, you know, they're handling the haymakers, the heavy blows, and kind of wobbling. And they've said if Brennan wasn't here, it's probably a different outcome.
Yeah, you know, these Center-Stanton Wildcats, they're not going to go undefeated. They're not going to lose all their games or yet to find the win column, but they're going to win a game down the road. The way they played tonight, they showed a lot of grit tonight. I thought they showed a lot of promise in their season yet to be played as we get to the meat of the season. No doubt some better things are in store for the Center-Stanton Wildcats. And for the Tioga Pirates, they move up to 500. Probably didn't play as well as they probably could have, especially from the free throw line. I know they jumped out strong to a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter. But you got to give credit to where credit is due, and that was to Center-Stanton Wildcats for sticking around and making a game of it. The Pirates ultimately able to win by 12 today.
The difference maker being Brennan Johnson pouring in 28 points and having 2, 4, 6, 8 points just alone in that fourth quarter. Kind of went off early in the third quarter. Just had another game. I mean, it's kind of expected, as Coach Alberts did say. You know, you kind of pencil him in for 20 points, but no doubt reached his average. A fine-looking player for the Tioga Pirates, and no doubt they will get on track with the free throws. I've been at practice for the last 7 years, and they do a lot of them, so I do know what they got going on. What's in store for Game Day Media, you're probably wondering. Next week, buckle up. It's going to be a good one. We got a lot of action going on. Starting on Monday, January 6th, we got the Watford City Wolves coming to Stanley for a Division A showdown between the Wolves and the Blue Jays. And on our other channel, the Ned Rose Cardinals going to have a cross-division, Division A versus Division B. The Ned Rose Cardinals coming to town to take on the currently rated number 5 in Division B, Lady Pirates. And then on Tuesday, we will be over in Powers Lake covering boys basketball between the Trenton Tigers and the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, live from the barn. Get there early. It'll fill up. If you can't make it there, make sure you tune into Game Day Media. And on Thursday, we have another doubleheader as one crew will go back to Stanley with the Newtown Eagles coming to town to take on the host Stanley Blue Jays, live from Blue Jay Nation and the Nest, as Dallas calls it. And on our other channel, we'll be having a Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers matchup against the Divide County Maroons girls basketball action on the 9th. And then the heavyweight contest is going to be on Friday. I think all eyes will be on that one on January 10th. The Ray Jays from Ray, North Dakota take on the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers from the barn. And I'm not kidding you, if you're not there at 5 o'clock, you are not going to be in that gym. It is going to be a heavyweight showcase between those two teams, the two perennial powers probably of District 5 here in North Dakota, or District 4, Region 3. It's going to be a good one. Randy will be on the call. I'll be on the call. We might have Noah on the call. Maybe we'll put James on the call. Get 2 or 3 cameras rolling, but it's going to be a good one. So anything, closing comments, Randy?
Yeah, it was a fun game. Kind of a rookie for you, a rookie for me, and kind of switched seats here today. But all in all, it was a good way to conclude a Saturday here from the home of the Pirates, with the Pirates winning 68-56, and they improved to 500 on the season as we continue on here, and looking forward to a great week next week, David.
Yeah. For the final time from Tioga, the ship here in Tioga, North Dakota, the Tioga Pirates knock out the Center-Stanton Wildcats 68-56. Till Monday, have a good evening. We'll be back. Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency. Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, Big Memo Laser, TNT Measurements Incorporated, The Food Barn, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated,
Sund Manufacturing, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.